Yo, what's up, man? I gotta run a couple errands. I am doing a 3-day intermittent fast, and all I've had in the last 60 hours, I got 11 more hours to go, 61 hours, is coffee and water. And why I do this, I do a 24-hour fast. I do a 24-hour fast just about every month, at least once a month. 24 hours with just coffee and water. At least 24 hours minimum. I do that at least once a month. And why I do that is because I like to, I use it as a weight loss tool, but the health benefits that come from fasting, from what I understand from researching a lot of these doctors, Michael Fung and Pradeep Jamnadas, mostly those two, the Indian dude with the white beard, and then Michael Fung is out of Canada. I think he's a Chinese dude. They're both doctors, and they both praise intermittent fasting as cures for just about everything. That you can really just heal your body from anything by just stop eating, right? And let your body do what it do. Let it first of all, if you like sugar like me, if you're a sugar addict like me, the inflammation that our body gets blowed up with from the sugar, and we carry all this excess weight. And I'm not overweight by a long shot, but when I fast, it cleans that up, man. It cleans that shit up quick. All of that inflammation, all of that get cleaned up quick. And you know, for me, I'm big on my midsection, right? I'm big on looking good. I'm big on looking like something. That's what I promote a lot on my platform. You gotta look like something. And when I intermittent fast, man, I get that. I get that. Last year, I went to have some blood work done, and my A1C came back at 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, somewhere in there, which is diabetic, right? And I couldn't understand, I couldn't believe that my A1C came back that high, because I work out every single day. I do calisthenics every single day. And but when I looked at my diet and what I was eating, bubble gum, crazy white sugar in my coffee, chocolate donuts, chocolate chip muffins, Butterfingers, Hershey bars, Dr. Pepper, ginger ale, Coke, sodas, bread, Boston cream donuts, just a lot of sweets, right? A lot of simple carbohydrates. And I was working out every day, and I'm thinking, man, I'm working out every day. I know I'm good, but I wasn't. So when I found that out and I started doing the research, I ran into them two doctors I just told y'all about, Dr. Pradeep Jamnadas and Dr. Michael Fung. And they were talking about that type 2 diabetes, or any type of diabetes, or heart disease or cancer, anything can be cured and reversed with fasting. So I took a shot at it, man. And when I went and had my A1C done, I was about 168 pounds. I looked good. I was muscular. Little bit of cuts, not a whole lot. But I said, man, I can't, I got to start doing some fasting and changing my diet. And that's what I did. And I came down from 168 to 158. I felt better. I had more energy. I looked even better in terms of my physique and cuts. And I've even went down as low as 151 and looked crazy. Because the lower you go, the more your muscles shine through. Right? And you actually look heavier than what you actually are. But aside from the look standpoint, it's really about the health. Right? I noticed that I had, the lower I came down in weight, the better erections I had when it came time to having sex with a woman. I wasn't getting up, pissing in the middle of the night 4 times, 5 times, interrupting my sleep, walking around with sleep deprivation, affecting my attitude, my temper, my patience, my tolerance, because I didn't get good sleep. And that when I lost the weight and when I started doing the fasting, my belly fat shrank, and my piss stream was stronger. Yeah. So once I started seeing that, I listened to the doctors, but then a nigga like me, I gotta see it for myself. I gotta learn my body. So I tried it, and it worked on me. It works. I mean, if you look at me now, you can see I've been fasting for 61 hours. Look at how clean my skin is. And look at how tight my skin is on my face. And I'm a 56-year-old man. And if I shave this beard, which I'm gonna do tomorrow, I would look even better. So I incorporate fasting into my life. You know, I stay away from, I don't ever eat Burger King, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Popeyes. I don't ever eat any of that. I don't eat no fast food like that. I eat like real food. Like if I want some chicken, I'll go to like one of these Portuguese chicken spots and get me some real chicken. You know, or I buy my own, fuck is she looking at me like that for? I buy my own, I shop at Whole Foods. I do my grocery shopping at Whole Foods. I spend extra money. It's more expensive. Whole Foods is more expensive than ShopRite or Stop and Shop, which is those stores up here in New Jersey, in the Northeast, where y'all at. Y'all might have Kroger or Publix or Winn-Dixie, Food Lion. The foods are cheaper at those other stores. They're more expensive at a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods, but I don't even know if the quality is better, because I don't know if that shit is what they say it is. They could put anything on the package, right? So, yo, this is organic, no antibiotics, but we don't know. Unless you growing your own chickens and your own cows and your own pigs in your backyard and you know what you feeding them, that's the only way you know how clean you eating or not. But anyway, I shop at Whole Foods for my meats and Trader Joe's for my meats, because I guess in my mind I feel like these are the better quality meats. I pay more, but I don't care, because how I feel and my health is more important than money. And either I'm going to pay up front now for the cleaner foods, or I'm going to pay later with healthcare costs. So I choose to spend more on my food. But yeah, all that what we was told, man, you got to eat 3 times a day and all that, that shit is a lie. You know what I'm saying? Look at us in America. Look at how we look. Look at how people in America look. We are the most obese fat people on the planet, man. Why is that? That's not good. If you go back and you look at pictures of people in the 1970s, the 1960s, and the 1980s, nobody was, the overwhelming majority of the population in America was not obese. Now you got kids that are obese, kids that are diabetic. Something is wrong. You know, everybody got Walmart bodies, man. You go into Walmart, you see, man, you see how they people be looking at Walmart, man. So I try to do what I can, you know, to take care of my physical health, because for me, the quality of my life is most important. The quality of my life, not the things that I buy, you know, the bells and whistles of life. That's not important. As important as the quality of my life and me having a good life experience, right? Meaning me enjoying my life experience. There are many people that have a whole bunch of bells and whistles in life and assets and cars and money and houses, but they are having a very poor life experience, an unenjoyable life experience. They have a very low quality of life. You know, I prefer a high quality of life. I like to be active. You know, I work out every day. And so I do the things. I learn my body. And I am my first doctor. I am the first line of defense at the hospital. Me. And when I get to the doctor or the hospital, I should be able to communicate to them what I do. You know? So that's why we say the health is really your wealth, because if you ain't got no good health, you in trouble, man. You in trouble. So yeah, I'm what time is it? I'm 62 hours in on a 72-hour fast. So I'm gonna go, I break my fast tonight at 8 o'clock. And I'll probably break it with, I'll probably scramble me like 4 eggs and maybe a piece of chicken, some chicken breast or something like that, or maybe a steak or some bacon or something, some meat. I follow a low glycemic index foods diet. Look that up. For all of you that have diabetes or type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic, I started following a low glycemic index diet. Low glycemic index diet. That changed the game for me. If you want to talk to me on a one-on-one about losing weight or what to eat or how to change your diet or your life or whatever, send me an email at thepodcastwithsoul@gmail.com. Put your phone number in there, and you could book a session with me, and we can get started from there. If you want to talk to me, it's not free. You got to pay, but it's well worth it. All right, I'm going to holler at y'all later. All right, peace.